What is going on, everybody? Philip here from the Figure Bros, bringing you guys another review. And if you saw the thumbnail, yes, we are reviewing the Mezco 112, the deluxe Mighty Morphin Power Ranger set. I am very excited. For those of you that don't know, I am a die-hard Mighty Morphin Power Ranger fan. You guys can see right behind me, I got all my props, replicas, the ones hanging up on the walls. I have more stuff in the attic. I'm a die-hard Ranger fan. Now, I know this isn't my typical opening for a review, so I kind of wanted to explain how this review is going to work. So we're going to do something a little bit different with this review. This review will work when it comes to the articulation. We're just going to take a look at one of the male bodies, one of the female bodies. When it comes to the accessories and the detail of the figures and the look and design of the figures, we'll go through all the Rangers. But at the end of the video, we're going to come right back here and I want to give my overall thoughts about Mezco and the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, because this will pretty much complete all of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Right now, we've gotten the exclusive White Ranger, Green Ranger. We now have the core Rangers. So at the end of the video, I want to give my overall thoughts on all of it, and I also want to talk what it means for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers going forward. And is this the end for Mighty Morphin? Like, are we done? Should we be done, basically, is what I want to really talk about at the end of this video. So please stick around for all that. And if you do, please do me the big favor right now. If you can, hit that like button. If you're new, consider hitting that subscribe button. Don't forget to also hit that notification bell so you guys never miss when Jared or I drop a review. With that being said, let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, now for the articulation, again, we're just going to take a look at one of the male bodies and then one of the female bodies. And for the male body, we'll just go ahead and use the Red Ranger Jason. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into it. Go ahead, lift the camera up just a little bit. Starting off with the head. The head, they can look down about that much. So not bad there, especially for him wearing a helmet. And he can look up about that much. So that's pretty good range of motion. He can look about side to side, about there. About right over there. Moving over to the arms, kick out his arms about, man, is that all he can get, really? Let's see. Yep, that's about all they can get out. And again, you really don't want to stretch the fabric of these suits, so be very careful when you're doing poses with articulation. So you can look about that. There's a bicep cut right there, you guys can see. Elbows, double jointed, not bad. Can move his arm about up there like that. So as far as articulation goes, that's probably going to be something that they are going to suffer from just because of the suit alone. That nice fabric suit, you really don't want to stretch it. You don't want to rip it because that would pretty much completely destroy a figure and devalue it absolutely. So now it'll just be a very sad moment. So moving over to the torso, the crunch can go about that much. There's really not much to talk about. I want to say it feels like there can be a little bit more, but there really isn't. So they can look back about that much. Going over to the legs, again, we're not going to do full splits because we really can't. That's about as much as you're going to get out of them. So not bad there. Kick out about that much. Go ahead and move. Come on, there you go. Get the hand out of the way there. So you guys can see they can kick back about that much. There really isn't much kickback at all. Of course, there is a thigh cut and, of course, double jointed knees. Let's see if I can touch his own butt with it. Yes, I can. There we go. Not bad. So legs there are pretty good. That's one good area I like to see. And then the ankles, of course, you guys know it's Mezco's ankles, and they are wearing those boots, so you're not going to get much there. I would like to see a toe hinge or a boot cut. That would also be very necessary. That's the male body. Let's go ahead and move over to the female body. Actually, I don't want to use this one. I want to use this one. I want to talk about both of them here real quick, too. So there is something going on here with Mezco's female bodies that I am just really not impressed with. First off, they just don't look like female bodies. That's all. They really just don't look that good. Also, too, there is some kind of padding going on here with these female bodies. Like, you can really feel, even in the chest area, these are all very soft padding. So I don't like this because it gives it an unnecessary thickness, even in the shoulders and stuff like that. So the shoulders doesn't have any of that padding. I can feel it. There's not much there. But I can feel it all here. I can feel it in the back. I can feel it in the legs. I just don't like it. Right around here, I don't feel any padding. It's very weird, and it almost feels like rubber. Like, it was almost like, like those wired capes. It kind of feels like these legs are like spaghetti noodle wires, and it just doesn't look good or feel good in the hand. Their female bodies definitely need some improvement. Even the Pink Ranger has the same exact padding. These feel like the same type of body from the Ghost Spider. I hated those female bodies, and these feel exactly like it. So I'm not going to be impressed with the female body at all, but we will go through the articulation with that one. Starting off with the head. So we'll use Pink Ranger here for the example. Again, same kind of range of motion for the head. Get that side to side. Arms, you get a little bit better range of motion. Actually get that full range of motion all the way out. So that's a little bit more impressive. Same kind of bicep cuts and stuff like that. So you guys can see ab crunch. So even though it has all this padding and stuff like that, they are much better articulated. It just doesn't look or feel good. I feel like if we can just, you know, make them look a little bit better. But again, that just depends on, you know, also got the skirt right there. So we'll just go ahead and do, you guys can see a little bit better of the splits. Really good actually with the splits. And it just feels, like I said, like there's almost like wired legs. They just don't feel very good, but you do get some very impressive articulation, and the ankles are still pretty much the same. They're Mezco ankles. So that's articulation. Let's go ahead and do the look and design. All right, that was the articulation segment. Now let's go ahead and talk about the look and design, the details, the aesthetics of the figure, because man, oh man, these are very, very, very eye appealing, man. These are gorgeous figures. Let's go ahead and start off again with the guys. We're gonna kick it off with Jason here. Helmet design, really good. Visor is really nice, it's clean. The helmet looks fantastic. The stitching and quality, even the male bodies they use are really, really good. From pretty much like their wrist right there, the paint is well done. The boots are really, really nice. I love the belt right here. I saw a couple of people saying they wish they were painted a little bit better. The power, you can see the power points pretty clearly. I know the camera might not pick it up, but you can see them pretty clearly. But really, man, the suit, it's that nice, beautiful material. Same thing with the green and white Ranger and even the Fantastic Four. This material that they use, it's like a match made in heaven for Mezco and Power Ranger fans. This was definitely a dream come true for us. I think these are excellent looking. The articulation may not be the greatest. That's one thing that's going to hurt them a little bit, especially for the male bodies. The male bodies do not articulate well at all, but they look fantastic. And here we have Black Ranger Zach. Again, PowerPoint, excellent. Same type of designs here. I see no QC issues whatsoever. So, and I really, really like this midnight black right here that he's wearing. It's really nice. Again, just a match made in heaven. Here we have the Blue Ranger Billy. Again, same type of deal here. Just fantastic looking. Helmets really shine through. Would like to see the visors almost like kind of like a little more shine to them, almost like an actual like helmet visor. But they still look really, really good, and everything is well painted too. I can't argue too much about that. For the females, I have one little bit of a gripe for the female bodies. I kind of talked about it in the articulation segment. Again, it's this padding. I don't like this padding. It gives these female bodies an unnecessary thickness. Like they almost look like they're almost too heavy for their own suits. Like the articulation is really good for the female body. So the female body definitely articulates better than the guys. Also too, the Pink Ranger helmet looks way too big on her. They should have shrunk down that size just a little bit. Just a little bit. Her head looks way too big on this body. So now you could really see the issue with the padding in the Yellow Ranger suit, particularly right here in the arms. Like she almost looks like she's too heavy for her suit. Like she put on a few pounds. You know what I mean? Like that's just kind of what it looks like. It's not very flattering. I do think they need to find a good mix of that flattering female body. The articulation's really good, so I'd stick with that same type of mobility and articulation. The guys can definitely use some better articulation from their bodies. They really cannot move. Like, here's a great example of a failed design, right? Here's the female body, and here's the male body. Can't get anything out of that. That's as high as it's gonna go. Like, I can try and like, I can't. Like, I can try, but it's not budging. You know, same thing with the female body, can do a really nice split. Male bodies, well, actually Blue Ranger can. Red Ranger couldn't, but Blue Ranger can. That's unusual. Let's try that Red Ranger again. Maybe it just need to be, no, that's as much as you're gonna get. So Blue Ranger is a little bit more flexible than the Red Ranger. So the articulation is not the same, it feels like, from Ranger to Ranger, and that's kind of a problem. But that's the only like major like design flaw that I see. Other than that, it really is just this padding gives them an unnecessary thickness that it's not necessary. I think they can do a better job with the design of these female bodies. Let's go ahead and change up the camera angle. Let's go ahead and go through all the accessories. I'm going to change the camera and give you guys a more top-down view of it so you can see the full spread of all the accessories. All right, kicking us off, we have Zach. For the accessories, you guys can see here all the hands that he does come with, and each ranger does get their own actual set of hands that are right underneath them when you unbox it. The alternative head, of course, the unmasked Zach, nice right there. He also does come with, we actually get 2 sets of these, so that's really nice. Dragon shields. Of course, thing to hold the blade blaster. Speaking of the blade blaster, there it is. You can go from sword form to gun form pretty easily. So I do like that. And of course, the ranger's weapon of choice. So moving on to the next one. All right, next up, Pterodactyl and Kimberly. Her set of hands right there. She gets a good amount of hands. The alternative head, which, by the way, these alternative heads, the unmasked versions, are absolutely gorgeous. Very, very nice detail. Love that. Really nice, good hair design. Of course, she gets her own blade blaster as well. Like all rangers, they all get one. So, and I don't know if I talked about this too. They do have like a little thing that can connect to it. So you guys can see right there. So really cool. So you can use that for blade blasters. Really nice. Of course, she has her weapon of choice, which was the power bow, and she does get 1, 2, 3 arrows. So really nice spread of accessories for Kim. All right, moving on to the Blue Ranger, the genius himself, Billy Triceratops. Here's his alternative head. He actually gets some really nice accessories. Also, too, I wish he would have came with his glasses. That was a little bit of a missed opportunity. He actually does come with some blue lightning effects, which are really cool right there. Of course, we get his power lance that, you know, we get 2 separate pieces, the shortened edition of the power lance, and then we also have the extension of the power lances. There is a little insertion peg, which for the life of me, I couldn't find. So it might be something I have to actually make myself, but I couldn't find it. I mean, they're supposed to come with it, so you can basically attach them here at the rear. I couldn't find one. So we also have what's called a foam gun. And here is how it works. Real simple. He actually does get a foam effect, which looks really cool. Pretty clean. So there you go. Not bad. And of course, 3 sets of hands themselves. Again, the males don't come with as many hands as the females do. So pretty good there. Nice little spread of accessories for Billy. Next on the list, we have Trini, Saber-tooth Tiger. Again, alternative head. Really, really nice look there. It's beautiful. Of course, her weapon of choice was the daggers. So you get the nice 2 of them right there. Blade blaster, and again, lots of hands. She really doesn't come with a whole lot, so that's pretty much all you get there. And then let's go ahead and move on to Tyrannosaurus. All right, and last but not least, we have Jason, the Red Ranger. Alternative head, really, really good alternative head there. Looks exactly like him. I mentioned earlier, too, you get 2 of these, so here's the other one that we do get. Blade blaster, and I do want to throw this in here as like a miscellaneous. We get the one with all of them combined. I would have liked it if we could have done it ourselves, but to just have like a piece that's already done for us, I guess it's pretty much better, to be honest with you, to have this. Still would have been cool to actually do it yourself type of thing, but hey, you know what? It looks really, really good. I do want to throw it in there with the Red Ranger since he was always the one shooting them. We do get 2 of his power swords. We get a regular version. We get a nice translucent glowing one, which looks absolutely gorgeous, by the way. Really, really, really like the design of that one as well. And for hands, he actually does come with a lot of hands. So pretty good spread of hands there for him. Other miscellaneous accessories we do get. I do want to throw this out there. You do get an entire display of blast effects. Don't want to blind you guys. I know because this plastic right here is just shining against the light. So I'll go ahead and remove that. And then other miscellaneous accessory we do get is this one right here, which is like another blaster gun. You only get 3 of these. So I just want to throw it in here with the Red Ranger since it's the last one we were going to do. That is all the accessories for the Power Rangers. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get to the end of this video, and I'm going to give you guys my final thoughts on the entire Ranger set in Mezco. Okay, so that completes the review of the Power Rangers, both articulation, look, and design, and the accessories. My final score for the core Ranger set, I'm going to give it a solid 9 out of 10. It's a really good set, you guys. If you missed out on it and you're contemplating on, should I pick it up? I know it's like probably, if you look on eBay, the prices are anywhere between like $450 to $430. Facebook groups, you can probably find it still about $400 to $420. They're pretty much sold out on Big Bad. They're sold out on Entertainment Earth. So if you're someone who missed out on this set, you're like thinking to yourself, man, do I really want to drop this much money on a Mighty Morphin Power Ranger set? My opinion, the answer is enthusiastically yes. I think you should. Because I do think this Power Ranger set is the end-all be-all Power Ranger set. In other words, you can make this one-time purchase and be satisfied and never buy another Mighty Morphin Power Ranger figure ever again. That's just my opinion. I do think these core Rangers are fantastic. I do think the male bodies, again, they're not the best articulated male bodies, but they look really good, and their articulation is good enough to where you can get the poses that you want out of them. Like we saw in the video too, Blue Ranger can definitely articulate better than the Red Ranger. Again, I just wish they were a little more consistent with them. The female bodies, I'm not fully impressed with the Mezco female bodies, but the articulation is really good. Do they look the most flattering? No, but they still look really, really good? Yes. My overall score of all the Rangers, that includes the core Ranger set and the green and white Ranger, I'm going to give it a final score of a 9.6 out of 10. And I'm talking like we are so close to being like almost a perfect set right here. There are just a couple of things, like if I was really nitpicking, there's just a couple of things that I wish were a little bit better. Billy missing his glasses, one of them. Again, the female bodies being a little more flattering. The Red Ranger, the male bodies for the these core Power Ranger sets, the articulation is not consistent. Again, Blue Ranger can articulate better than the Red Ranger. I'm talking like little things like that one. But as a diehard Mighty Morphin Power Ranger fan, I do think this could be a one-time purchase for you, and you are done purchasing Power Rangers for good. And I really do mean that. If you wanted an end-all be-all green or white Ranger, grab the Mezco. If you wanted an end-all be-all core Ranger set from Mighty Morphin, buy the Mezco. And you're done. That's it. You never have to buy another Power Ranger set ever again. Now, where does this leave us with Mighty Morphin and the Power Rangers in general? I think we're good, in my opinion. I think after this, I think we're done with it. I saw what Playmates is trying to do. I'm not impressed at all. They definitely seem like they're going to be making their stuff towards the kids. And again, if that's their goal, then fine. I don't know how many kids are really going to be interested. It's more like the adults like in my age that are really going to be interested. After this, I'm good. I'm never buying another thing that's Mighty Morphin ever again. I think we're good, to be honest with you. What would I like to see Mezco do next is just make some of the core villains. Lord Zed, Rita, Goldar, Rita's brother, Finsk, Scorpina. Maybe if they wanted to do Babu and the other guy, I can't remember his name. Maybe if they wanted to do those ones, the core villains, that would be great. If they have so much success after that and they just can't deny, maybe the Rangers fans will start, screaming for like Wild Force or Space Force or Turbo. If Mezco wants to start doing those generations of Power Rangers, I'd be okay with it. Would I purchase them? No, I'm really just a Mighty Morphin fan. I think after this set, I think we're good. I don't think we need to make another one. That's just my opinion. You guys let me know down below in the comments section. If you made it this far in the video, I do appreciate it. And please do me the big favor, hit that thumbs up button. If you're new, consider hitting that subscribe button. Again, please sound off below in the comments section. How are you guys feeling? Are you guys good with Mighty Morphin? Do you guys think this is an end-all be-all set? Do you guys agree with me? Because I personally think this is a great and best set out there that money can buy. I'm talking better than the SH Figwarts, better than the 3-0, better than Lightning Collection, definitely. So I think after this, we're good. I don't need another one. That's just me. You guys let me know. Hope you guys have enjoyed this review. And as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I'll see you guys next time.